Salam Tanat, Ainayist Aline, brothers and sisters. Brothers, especially the brothers, let's deal with anger management. Some sisters could also probably take some notes in this particular teaching and brief reasoning on a very important but often neglected, at least it's neglected to be dealt with in the proper way of dealing with this subject matter, and that's with and according to logic. The Metaf Kedus, the Holy Scriptures, is a logical text, a logical manuscript. So we need to begin to overstand that and then act on that. You overstand? In the Moshiach, and through the Moshiach, through the true Christos, not just because he's black or he's woolly hair, but because he's logical. This is why we should love the Moshiach. You understand? In the fullness. You understand? In spirit, in soul, and in body. So we've touched on the woolly hair of the Moshiach. We've spoken on his brass and Ethiopian and his bronze complexion. We spoke on his blackness. You understand that link? But now we need to touch on the logic. And this is going to be a brief reasoning on anger management. Anger management. So, Chavarim, Wandamoche, get your scriptures. And let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9. And let's begin there and let's read. In Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9, it says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools." For anger rests in the fool's bosom. Now this is a teaching on anger management. Very important subject matter for our brothers and sisters, especially the black brothers, especially the black male. You understand? The black male, the stigmatized black male. Yes, they've done us evil, but we need to get logical. We need to be logical about this. And the logos, the word of the Moshiach, in spirit and in truth. Now, the bosom. The bosom is the seat of love. The bosom, the breast, the heart is the seat of love. So the Christos, the Moshe, carries the lambs of the Beta Christian, the Aviata Christianat, in his bosom, according to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 11, where it says, "Men gawin in the renya yasemarala, ebotochuna bekendu sebisbo, bebibitu yishekamal, Yemiyat Abu Tinema Bek Esita Yimralla." The Targum, the translation of that, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 11 says that he shall feed his flock like a shepherd in Renya. He shall gather the lambs with his arms and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. And he shall gently lead those that are with young, especially those who obey the Wengel, those who obey the good news. And this is a metaphor for the mothers, for the sisters, the daughters, the wives that have young children. The children need to get this wisdom. You understand? To get this wisdom so we can overcome this systemic anomaly. You understand? This perpetual, where it's a self-perpetrating curse, generational curse that the lost sheep, you understand, the lost lambs, the lost sheep of the Beta Israel have been under. So this is anger management. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9 is our key text. And let's also touch on this Bamarinya chapter 7, Mi'raf Sabat Kut'er Zetain, and it reads in the Midnabo, it says, "Be nefesih lekut'ad chikula atuhun kut'a be senefa bebita yarfalina." Now the Targum, the translation of that is, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry." Be nefesih lekut'a chikula atuhun. For anger, the reason The reason is for anger, quita resteth, this is the key word, take note, resteth in the bosom of fools. Quita besenefa bibita yarfalina. Now, the bosom, once again, the bosom, that chakra, the fourth chakra, the fourth seat of the seven seals within man, the bosom is the seat of love, that's the seat of righteousness. That's why it says that the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Elohim. Ha-Elohim does not work the righteousness of God. You understand? And this is where we as black males, as the Beta Israel, have been going wrong for several generations. Because of all that has been done to us, so forth and so on, we've been angry black man, angry black woman. But anger rest in the fools, not the wise, but the fools' bosom. Qut besenef bibit yarfalina. Now, the Moshiach carries the lambs of the Beta Christian in his bosom, Isaiah 40:11. The beggar resteth in Abraham's bosom. The beggar, Eleazar, the real Osiris or Asar, Eleazar, the beggar resteth in Abraham's bosom, according to Luke chapter 16, verse 22. Take notes of it and look it up, and look up every quote that we're making in this so you can overstand. Now the Mashiach, Christos, the Christ, took on him our natural infirmities. This is key for us as black men. This is key for us in our anger management. He wept. He was angry on the Senbet question, on the Shabbat question, according to Mark 3 and 5, in driving away the money changers, according to John chapter 2, verse 13 and 17. So the Messiah, Yehoshua Adonenu, expressed righteously now anger. You understand? Because it says that the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God, but God has righteous anger. Now here's how you understand. Listen to this teaching. This teaching is very important on the anger management, how you can distinguish between the two. So Christ took on him our natural infirmities. Our natural infirmities. You understand? Our weaknesses. You understand? Just like he took on himself our complexion. He took on himself our woolly hair. You understand? He took on himself our infirmities as well as our nature. You understand? As well as the flesh of good Mariam, the black virgin mother. Therefore, Christ was black. His mother was black, the black Madonna. You understand that? So he wept and he was angry. You understand? About the Sabbath question. He drove away the money changes. You understand? Which shows us that there might be gall, as it's called gall, in a dove. A dove may have gall. You understand? Passion without sin, fire without smoke, and motion without disturbance. For it is not bare agitation. You understand that the righteous anger is not bare agitation. Oh, I can't take that. Oh, I feel like doing something. No. But it's the sediment at the bottom which troubles and defiles the water. And when we see it windy and dusty, the wind does not make, but only raises a dust. See, the wind does not make the dust. See, it's not the wind. The wind doesn't create dust. The wind only raises it. The dust, the afer, the abrua. Anyway, true anger, like the sword of justice. See, they say no justice, no peace. You remember you heard Sharpton talking about they was going shopping for justice. What folly, what ignorance, especially in a preacher or a pastor, not to minister on this and to fully minister, but you have to understand in order to minister on it. So we're not even going there right now. But in order to understand this, true anger, what is true anger? True anger, like the sword of justice, it's keen, very keen, but it's innocent. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. It sparkles like the coal, the black coal, on the altar, on the holy Mashawiyah, with the fervor of pity. Anger passes through a wise man's heart. You see, when I began to study this teaching, I said I have to share this with my brothers and sisters, but especially with the brothers. You know, if you overstand what Adam did, you understand how he played himself. You understand how Adam, you know, Eve, she was beguiled and she admitted, but Adam blamed God. You understand? The black man blames God and he blames his woman. Understand this. Blames God and he blames his woman. You understand? Now here's how we reverse the curse. You understand? Here's how we overcome the systemic anomaly that was not created by white supremacy, but only made much worse by white supremacy. So we're going to go on this reason. Check out the next part of this